You have been psyoped. You've been psyoped by society, by the world, to make you believe that you're an unproductive human being, or you've got some issues, or you've got trouble sleeping. None of that's actually true. And I'm here to give you that permission right now that it's okay to have sleep. It's not even a sleep issue. Put it this way, there are people on this planet genuinely, might be outside of your community, it might be a genetic issue, which I'm starting to believe it is because it's the same in my family. But there are morning people, there's afternoon people, there's guys with a nighttime chronotype, the night owls. If you fall into this bracket, and which you do, the one way to know if you fall into this bracket is simply what time do you normally get tired? There's a third of people out there genuinely want to hit the pad at 7:30 p.m. in the evening. For me and you, 7:30 our days just started. We get like we get like an afternoon crash. We get a natural energy dip. And then when it comes to like 10:30, 11 p.m., it doesn't matter how tired we are. Suddenly we're wide awake and we're ready. We're ready to have a conversation that drifts for 2 hours. We're ready to binge a whole movie. We're ready to actually do stuff. It's just that we've been conditioned by the world and by seeing like our immediate surroundings that everyone else is going to bed and that's acceptable. And everyone else is getting up at X time and going to this and having absolutely no issue. You weren't designed to wake up at this time and work. There's a certain group of people who have a night chronotype whose peak brain works in those mornings. And I know you've had a phase where you woke up at 5 a.m. and it was bliss and it was amazing, and you went to the gym and you feel like you own the day and it's amazing. Because I did the same thing when I was in sixth form. In sixth form for a year straight, I woke up at 5 a.m. I went to the gym, I cycled there, I cycled back. I had 2 meals and a gym workout before I even got to school. And I did that for a year straight and it was amazing. But if I was to be authentic to myself and ask myself, if left to my own devices, what would I actually do? I'd probably stay up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that we kind of go to sleep because we have to, not because we want to go to sleep at 8 p.m., at 10 p.m. And if that's you, bro, that's a clear sign that you're a night owl. And I want you to embrace that. And this is me giving you permission to shrug your shoulders and be like, I'm going to be awake at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And that's absolutely fine. Disrespect the whole idea of you need 8 hours of sleep because we can catch that up in other ways. We can sleep in the morning, on the weekend, especially because we've got that free hour or two and we have a natural light. And bro, there's people out there who don't do that. There's people out there, like you might see your little sibling or something waking up at 7 a.m., like 8 a.m. on a weekend to go downstairs. You're thinking, what the hell? Like, how the hell are you guys doing this? Bro, you might have even done it yourself in the past. But if you're naturally inclined to go to sleep at such a late time and sleep in the mornings, that's not because you're not productive. That's not because you're being a bum. That's not because you got sleep issues. You've just got a different circadian rhythm to the average person. And that's absolutely fine. And so just understand this, in an ideal world, you'd be waking up in the afternoon and going to work. You definitely, if you had the choice, you'd opt to wake up at noon, work, and even come back at like 8 p.m. and be fine. Because as long as you come home and food's ready and like everyone's at home so you can have a sense of community, you'd feel so much more fulfilled in that. And so I want you to bear that in mind, that just because the entire world is conditioned to work in the mornings and this, that, and the other, doesn't mean that you necessarily have to comply. Especially when you try your best to fit into this routine and it doesn't work. You need to get out of this mentality where you beat yourself up, or you're like, I've got sleep issues. Your sleep is absolutely fine. It's just that your job is preventing you from living authentically and living properly. There's people out there who feel tired at 8 p.m. and you probably feel tired as well. But suddenly, for some reason, you get a peak of brain activity and a surge of ideas and creativity, and you want to do this, and you feel like you're a second day started around this time. But because you're forcing yourself to sleep this late, you kind of delve into these bad habits of scrolling because in your mind, you've built a golden cage where it's bedtime now. And so you won't do anything else because you feel like you're not meant to do anything else. I'm here to shatter that belief.